football. Welcome to Vote FM. My name is Godwin, and we are here to talk about football. In the English Premier League is happening again today, tomorrow. Manchester United is playing tomorrow. Will they survive Aston Villa tomorrow? Should we
Let this team breathe. Let Man U fans
They will not breathe.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Welcome to the show. Okay, let's start with the English Premier League. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. We are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. When you go there, drop your comments. I'll be reading your comments live here in the studio. Okay, let's continue with the English Premier League. I'll give you the fixtures for today's fixtures is by 12:30. The early kickoff is Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. By 3 p.m. is Arsenal versus Aston Villa, Brentford versus Wolves, Man City versus Fulham, West Ham versus Ipswich Town, Leicester City versus Bournemouth, Everton versus Newcastle United. Then tomorrow, Aston Villa versus Manchester United. And the same 2 p.m. for tomorrow is Chelsea versus Nottingham Forest. By 4:30, tomorrow is Brighton versus Spurs. Okay, guys, let's talk about the early kickoff because Liverpool are top of the table and they are going away to the Crystal Palace side. That I won't say that I've been informed, but if you look at them in the last 5 seasons, they are this middle team. They all these 7th, 8th, they are always there.
Yeah.
And they are a good side, especially when they play at home. They are a good side. Now Liverpool is going to go there to try to get 3 points because they are top of the table. Every point matters for slots now. So
Going to wait until the end of season. He inherited, like what we say, inherited a good side from Johan Klopp, and he's done a good job so far. I saw the news the other day. I was showing you the story where Zubimendi said he has his reasons for not going to Liverpool, and I felt like, what if he had come in? Then there would be no room for Endo. But at the same point, he would also have struggled. He would also have struggled to meet up with the pace of the Premier League. I know he's slicky, he's smart, but in his first 7 games, how would he perform? That was just the thing playing in my head, and I felt like, okay, fine, it's okay for you not to go to that to the Premier League side. But Ancelotti so far has done a good job keeping the side afloat, keeping the side steady, not making sure that nobody is grumpy or roaming that he wants to leave the club. Everybody is happy with his style. Everybody is happy with the way he handles football matters, and he keeps his players off the media. You ask him about I think there's a beef between him and Trent, and you ask him about it in the media, and he's telling you he's a player that we have now. He's a player that wants to fight for the club. That's the best answer you could get from any coach that is having even fallout with his players.
Okay, John. If you look at that game, do you think that Slot can take Liverpool and get 3 points when they go away to Crystal Palace?
Of course, I think it's possible. They have the staff to do it. They have what I think they need is just to continue with the intensity they have, continue with the tactics they have, and then be wary about Crystal Palace, because I think there are a couple of teams in the Premier League that you go to their stadium, you just know that something can go off on any day. Just look at the likes of Eberechi and Mateta. Any day their brain click. Say
Eberechi in brain they always click. But now when Man U come make and be like say Mateta now one kind world class goal scorer, he scored 2 goals against Man U, you can't ask questions. This is the person you say, let's hope his brain will tick. Mateta, Schropp, and the other guy. If their brain will click, then fine, they can do wonders against Liverpool. But if not, the midfield is just okay the way it is. I see the sub of Hughes coming in as a midfield, as a sub, and I'm like, this man is a starter. He's like the only... there was this time we used to paint Crystal Palace as a black nation, a black team playing in the Premier League. It was only McHughes that was there being among them. And I'm like, if this guy is the only person that can create in the side, because I think it was all thanks to Vieira, all the other people started picking up form. This guy was the only person that could create, but now they have many creators, so he can sit on the bench and he's fine with it. He's now one of the club legends for Crystal Palace.
Okay, let's get your prediction for that game. But let's start with you, John. What is your prediction for that game?
I'm going to give it to Liverpool.
Liverpool. I say you don't want to win trophy. You don't want to win 5 in a row. But all the same. Liverpool are a good side. I believe they could come top on this game.
Okay, let's move on to the 3 p.m. Arsenal versus Southampton. Now that game is a game Aston needs to win. Arsenal and Manchester City are only 2 teams still unbeaten in this league. Both of the teams have not lost a single game, but they are 2 points behind Liverpool. Now Arsenal is going to play in Southampton. Everybody is scoring against Southampton. But you know how this football works. You might think you can come there and if they are playing at the Emirates, you might think they can come there and yes, everybody is scoring against Southampton 2, 3, 4, 5. Now they are playing this side. Arsenal are a good side, obviously, but do you think that Southampton can probably shock them?
There's something you're taking away from this game.
Ramsdale is playing. I know that Ramsdale is playing. Yeah,
I know where
See,
no, wait, understand.
everybody has been scoring against Southampton, all thanks to Ramsdale.
It's not all thanks to Ramsdale. There's something that I've noticed in the Premier League. If you're exited from your club and you're playing against your club, you become a prime Buffon. It's like they add the spirit of Buffon and Emmanuel Nura in one person.
If Arsenal doesn't score 3 goals, I've seen
that with Ben Foster. I've seen that with what's it called, the Man City goalkeeper, Given. Joe Hart
Yes.
Given. I've seen that with the latest one at the Anderson against Man U. It was prime everything. It was prime all the goalkeepers you need to name.
All I'm saying is just this, very simple. If at Arsenal FC, Ateta, open your ear and listen.
Who wants scored the goal?
If you fail to score 3 in this encounter,
who wants scored? You get personal beef against Ramsdale. Now you talk truth. You get personal beef. But I'm just saying, what if Ramsdale becomes the man of the match in this game?
Ramsdale has been generously donating goals.
He's not the one generously donating.
He's been generously donating
He's been the one giving. He's not the one donating. It's the defenders has been the one leaking out the opposition. So what if in this game he's now the man to stand out? Because we saw that against. See, let's be honest. Man United versus Crystal Palace. The only person that stood out for me was Ebre Cheze and Dean Anderson. When we were talking about that game, everybody was like, Man United didn't play well. These 2 players stood out. What if in this game now there's Arsenal youngster that plays for Southampton as well? What if these 2 players now against Arsenal stands out? You get? It will not be a case of we suppose let these people know go this kind of club. Because even let's use the jet analogy now. Me for my own master league, if I want fair player, if I want fair player, I know a fair player to play for the team in the league. Like I'm topping the table now, and Baka wants to buy my player, and I know that this player is good. I dare not say to Baka, I'll wait for, even if Baka is bringing 100 million, I'll wait for somebody to bring 20 million from another league, far away. I send them.
Is just you being petty though.
So it's because I've done it. I think I sold 2 of my players to rival clubs, and they ended up scoring against me, and I lost the league. So because of this reason, I don't sell to rival clubs. So that's why I'm saying, what if it comes back? Because I've seen it in real life as well. What if it comes back to bite Arsenal, selling to rival clubs? Southampton did it. You see the likes of Southampton doing it when they sold Van Dijk's money. What happened? Those players came back and shunned them. And at that point, I think Southampton was playing to qualify for Continentals. I think they were around the top 8 or so. But what happened? They sold these players, and those players came out to score multiple goals against them.
This is football. You can't divest that from happening, because at the end of the day, it's a good business. You brought in these guys for pennies on the dollars. You sold them off for multiple millions.
Send them to Spain. Send them to Germany.
That's the payoff you are looking for as a club. You are not there to win the Premier League. Everybody knows this. You are not there to go to relegation. You are there to survive. Simple.
At some point, this club have target of going to the Continentals.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
They don't.
Yes, they do.
I can categorically
everybody in the league has what their target is let us at least once in a while, not even every year. Let us at least once in a while go to the Continentals.
This thing I say now.
Champions League, Europa League. No,
they are just saying aspire to Maguire. Forget about that.
They don't make it easy now.
Play and not get relegated and win Man U or win Man City or win Chelsea, and you've carried your league.
Now you're talking about Everton.
That's what the aspiration is at these clubs. Otherwise, why would you tell me that you're getting a star player and then you're looking for a 10x on the money you use to bring him in? Who does that?
Okay. If you look at Arsenal, Merino is back. Their midfield, their injury crisis is reducing. Merino is back. Zinchenko is going to be coming back after the international break, and probably after that, Odegaard will be back. But if you look at Arsenal, when they play at the Emirates Stadium, they are strong. They are strong. As John has already said that if Aston doesn't score 3 goals, he will be surprised. But that game,
leaving with Arsenal does not mean they would go on and score the 3 goals.
But if you look at what Arteta is building, do you think that normally, if you look at this game generally, so do you think that they can just go there and get 3 points easily, or will they struggle to win this Southampton side?
See, for me, every Premier League team struggles to win, even if you win by 4-0. Because
I disagree.
Every Premier League team struggles to win because it's a mentality thing. It's 11 against 11. You get?
See.
Southampton I know Southampton are struggling. Arsenal is written everybody. Same thing with Newcastle. Everybody is struggling, so it's written that they should go there, run them riot, and maybe get 9 goals on the board. But for Southampton, it's going to be sit deep and see if you can beat Arsenal on the break. So
this is inspirational, no so speaking.
No, not be inspirational, no. So I'm talking tactics
when you tell me
I'm closing my eyes and I'm seeing tactical moves to shut down Arsenal.
When you tell me that it's 11 versus 11,
yes,
my brother, 11 from a backwater league versus 11 from Emirates Stadium. It's not the same thing.
Now wait till we talk on Tuesday night.
It's not the same thing. And no disrespect to Southampton. No disrespect to Southampton.
I understand.
But they should come to Emirates Stadium and be scared, brainless right now of Arsenal. And if they try to do anything other than sit deep and defend, it's going to be a flourish of goals.
I have a question for you. Who is that person that when you see them on the tunnel and you're back then, if you talk about the Arsenal, then you see a Vieira standing in front of you, and if you just look aside, see Vieira, fear go first catch you. You look aside, see Lundberg, fear go catch you. If you talk about Man United, you look aside, see Roy Keane, Ferdinand, and the rest, fear go catch you first. You get. Now in this Arsenal side now, I am an opposition side. You are coming out, and I look side. Who won't fear me for that?
I want to understand what you are saying.
No, I'm talking about them. No, I'm leave Arsenal.
Now. Who is coming out of the tunnel that you are looking at and you are scared of?
John, leave Man U.
No, let's leave Man U. Thank you.
Let's leave Man U. I want to understand what you are saying. You think that team will come to Emirates and attack Arsenal at the Emirates?
I'm not saying attack. I'm just saying, see, understand what I'm saying.
I explain what you are saying because you're not making sense right now.
If you are not afraid of the Arsenal team, that means you come to the Emirates hoping to attack and win Arsenal. That
even when you pack the bus, see, if you're afraid of teams, even when you pack the bus, you will still lose.
That means you're afraid of them.
You understand what I mean by afraid of them?
If you're not afraid, you come out and play your football. Come out and play your football. Come out and play on football.
Let's get an opinion for that game. Arsenal versus Southampton. Let's start with you now. So
I'm just saying, if I come out of that dressing room, I look at my side. I just not only Saka I feel fear because he will dribble me.
Thank you for answering your question. Thank you for answering your question.
Okay, what's the operation for that game?
Well, I see a draw in that game though.
Okay, see a draw. John?
See, I'm going to say it now. Arsenal fans, you guys are very
The only way Arsenal will win that match is they cost Arsenal the trophy 2 years ago. The 3-3 draw.
See, forget that one. That's
so that's the only way Arsenal want to stop this their side. If not, it's a draw again.
I don't think a team like Arsenal, who's been in the running for the Premier League title now for 2 seasons in and out, would have the mentality of, hey, this guy stopped me last season. I said it last season when they were hunting us for the title that everybody is chasing City. City are chasing themselves. We are not looking at the noise around us. We are not looking at the adversaries in yellow right here in the studio. We are looking at ourselves. Can we focus on putting in the inputs that generates the output? And that's what it should be. So if Arsenal's mentality is this guy stopped us from winning the Premier League a couple of seasons, guys, look in the mirror because your enemy is the guy who's staring back at you in the mirror. Look inward, look at yourselves, look at your inadequacies in the transfer market and the gaping hole in your attack right now. Sorry I had to go there, but the mentality should be you are coming here, you are done. Simple. 4-0 and you can go. Thank you for coming.
Okay.
That's the mentality.
Okay, that game will happen by 3 p.m. You are giving Arsenal a win, right?
Oh, come on, man.
Okay, let's move on to the next game.
If you want to win the title this season, you should be able to get those 3 points.
Everybody wants to win the title, but you need
to
get
everybody wants to win that title.
All the big teams want to win the title, but you need to get your 3 points. Okay, let's move over to the next game. It's Man City versus Fulham.
Yes.
Man City is actually chasing the 5 in a row, and I keep saying on this show with everybody, please, we could not allow this thing to happen to us. This Premier League is now our own. How can somebody come here and be winning 5 somehow now? Check him now.
He's spending the right money now.
I don't care. Everybody is spending.
He's spending the right money. Liverpool spend the right money and they win one. Liverpool no spend. Liverpool spend the right money when they spend and they win one.
So okay, if you look at that game, Man City playing at the Etihad. Let me start with you, John, because you are a City fan. Do you think that Fulham they bought 2-2 and their coach Silva is a good coach? Do you think he can pull up a surprise in today's game?
Silva is a good coach, no disregard to him. He's bought well in terms of getting young players, young energetic players into the side, attacking options and all that. But he's still a few clicks away from stopping Man City. Like in his wildest dream, he would not be stopping Manchester City. So I don't think that they are opposition for me today. I think we should go on to win our game, irrespective of the presence of Kevin De Bruyne or Rodri. I expect us to go there and decimate them. Simple. Go there, decimate them, and come back home like nothing happened.
You don't forget, so these people will help us now win trophy.
We have 2 Arsenal players. They
Three.
probably 3.
And
Go
Man U
there,
players,
decimate them.
they will help
and
us now win trophy.
Okay,
They are going to shut it down.
What do you think that will happen when
Well,
they play?
like I said, they bought well. Like John said, sorry, they bought well. They have a good training setup. They've been building a side. Though they let some couple of players go this season, Paulinho and the rest of them. They also brought in credible players to replace those players, but it's still yet to be seen that these players are giving, because now we're seeing the Arsenal 2.0, the Wobbies and the other guys, and we are seeing a Man United 2.0 as well in Andres Pereira and some other players. And you're asking yourself, what can these people do in midfield to halt the Man City side? Because they are all, as I look at the Fulham side, all I see is all attacking midfielders who can also defend, but no defensive midfielder. No credible defensive midfielders. So, are you going to come and play an attacking football against Man City and concede multiple goals? Well, are you going to conserve your midfield and make sure that your midfielders, because I see them as workhorses. Though they are creative, they beat creative, but they are all workhorses. I see them as, so are they going to use their strength to fullness and work for 90 minutes trying to stop all the passes that might still be making it to the final third? Or would they just sit back and break and hit on the break, because they also have that what's it called, that pace as well. So it's about Man City knowing where to shut them down and knowing how to not to lose the ball in tactical areas. So for this game now, I'm just going to hedge my bet, because that's the next question you ask. I'll hedge my bet because
hedgemybet.com.
Always hedging his bet somehow.
I'm not edging. They tell you as it be. You get game say you go want play, you go say no. Make I leave him. You fold. If you go to casinos, you fold and see how the card goes. You understand? At some point you just say, okay, no, so I just want to fold for now and see how Man City plays their game, but I just expect Fulham to shock them.
Okay, make your prediction for that game, John.
If it's no more than 3, I'm not happy.
You say Haaland will score a hat-trick today too.
If it's no
And
more
Haaland
than
will come
3,
They'll come miss the chances.
I will not be happy.
Okay, let's move on to the other games. Quickly, let's do West Ham versus Ipswich. Ipswich Town now. If you look at that game, West Ham should be winning. If come on, so your team should be winning this game. But let's talk briefly. Tell us what you think that will happen in that game.
A draw again.
A draw.
Yeah.
Okay, straight up.
Wow.
You don't even want to.
I don't want to talk.
Wow.
Okay,
I don't want to talk.
okay, John. Let's get your prediction for that
If we
game.
win, I'll be happy, but a draw though.
Let's get your prediction for that game.
I don't know. The man of the club is saying if they draw, it's a win for him. I don't know.
I say if we win, I'll be happy, but a draw. Because I know these people. I know what anyone play this night. And I don't want to talk about them. Because if I talk about them, I go verse and we'll go spend more time on
I'm
the show.
going
So
to back Lopetegui here. He should be able to get a win.
Okay, Brentford versus Wolves. That game again is two middle teams. Tight. So, Papa, let's get your prediction for that game before we move over to the big ones tomorrow.
Why do I feel like I want to hedge for Brentford?
Brentford to win.
Yes,
Also,
Thomas Frank.
Brentford, Thomas Frank, and our brothers.
Okay, Leicester City versus Bournemouth. Let's get your prediction for that one too.
It's Leicester City all the way, man. It's Leicester because I
Because
think
of our NDD.
not just that. I think they've created enough chances. They've made enough chances. They go forward and score goals. You get Bournemouth just score one goal, and sometimes they want to score more goals, but they don't get that chances. They spent money after selling out Solanke. They spent money on getting Evan Nielsen in. I think 35 million, which is a club record signing, but yet he's not showing.
You said 9 weeks.
Okay, let's get your prediction for that game.
You just have to shut me down, man. You just have to shut me down.
Your prediction for that game. Prediction for that game.
2-1.
2-1 for Leicester City.
2-1 Leicester City, yes.
2-1 for Leicester City. Youth. Ndidi,
I'm calling it a draw.
Okay, the final game for today is Everton versus Newcastle. Let's get your prediction for that game before we move on to
Newcastle, if they don't win, I'll be livid.
Newcastle to win.
Good players. I think this guy is back now, so they'll have to run Newcastle riot.
Okay,
they have to run Everton riot. Sorry.
Tomorrow games is where this is Super Sunday tomorrow, 2 p.m. Aston Villa versus Manchester United. Manchester United is Ten Hag is in a hot seat, very hot seat. The seat is too hot. He needs to be winning Aston Villa because he drew that game in the midweek when he drew 3-3 after going 2 goals up Then he went down to 3-2. His team went down to 3-2. Then Maguire, of all people, scored that equalizer in the 91st minute to get him a draw. Now they are going away to Aston Villa. Their spirits are very high because the midweek in Champions League, they beat Bayern Munich 1-0 at home. Now they are hosting Manchester United that is low in morale. Their morale low, very low morale for Man U. And they are going to Aston Villa to play. What do you think that will happen? Let me start with you, Nonso, because you are the advocate of Ten Hag.
Yes.
Give him more time.
He's your face.
See, he go touch everybody. He don't touch Arsenal when they struggle for 8th Avenue. He don't touch Chelsea. What if you be football fan and you don't get football club? Just remain neutral. Or you can be like me and join the West Ham movement. We don't like noise. If I go outside from here now, everybody asks me, Chelsea man, I say they are playing well, it's okay. I don't have strength or the banter outside. So he go touch everybody. He don't touch Man City. He get that way touch Man City. He get that way touch Liverpool. 20 years ago, touch trophy. He don't touch everybody. He don't reach Man U turn now. He don't the headline. He can't go touch everybody. But I'm just saying, Ten Hag is building. The 9 weeks for these players are running out. Because this is game week. I think this is game week what now? This is game week 6 or game week 7.
Yes.
If they don't start now to show, because I won't count the same thing for Ugarte, because Ugarte still has 2 or 3 more weeks. But delete, I've said it is not Man United quality. The only defender Man United has currently now as Man United quality is
and I keep telling you, I disagree.
The only defender Man United has as Man United quality is played off position in the left back, and Lisandro Martinez.
You're talking about Dalot, right?
Dalot and Martinez are the only defenders in Man you get with Man United quality. The rest are just coming to make patch fit. So I'm saying today, we saw the errors this guy made. We saw the positional awareness. At some point, I felt like if you play somebody off position, it will tell in his game that he will not really track the runs off him.
And we still keep coming back to this same locus of control now, which is Man U an internally guarded team or external guarded team? Because if you feel that the fate is against you, that means you are powerless to your own destiny. But if you feel that I am the arbiter of my own and the captain of my soul, then you should be able to take control of your team and turn things around. You can't keep blaming external forces when you have the prerogative internally to effect a change.
The players.
You couldn't get a left full back into your side this summer.
Because
who are you going to blame?
Advised the board.
Because of which medical staff? Is it the medical staff that they are going to hold responsible for this team?
See, the coach will say it. But now the board also knows. That's why like I said, after the takeover, even the Ineos team, they asked him a question and he said, what did Jim?
Shaw played at the Euros.
Yes.
And he's not
yet back for United.
How many games did he play in the Euro? 1.5.
What I'm saying is that probably, I don't say if it's advice or not, but for me, I keep saying it. Why not just move Martinez to the left? Tell him not to attack. Just stay and defend. Allow Dalot to attack from the right.
I just want to call one thing to our attention here, and then I'll get back to what I really wanted to talk about in the first place. You could have brought in a signing this summer for the left full back position. Shaw played in the Euros. Where is Shaw now?
In which Euros did he play? One match he play?
One match. Yes. One match. Where is he now? He hasn't played in a couple of weeks. So why is it that he's fit enough to play in the Euros, but he cannot be fit enough to play in the Premier League? But did he shall wear that shirt? Yes or no? Yes or no?
You know, I said this about.
That's what we are talking about here. That's what we are talking about. How can you be more committed to your national team than to your club that signs your paychecks every Friday? So for me, this is where the mentality thing is off for Ten Hag. You can give everybody yardstick to have their failures, but when their failures come in and start compounding, it piles back upon you. So if you know that these guys are making your job ungovernable, they are making the KPIs, the key performance indicators that are used to be judged as a manager, making it difficult for you. But at a certain time, you can only carry passengers for so long. You have to ship passengers out and getting people that will lighten your load for you. Getting people that will make your life easier, because right now, he's going through hell at his dream job. So that's for Ten Hag now. I want to call our attention to the press conference that went down yesterday. It was between Emery and the press, and Emery kept on stating that for all the plaudits, for all the joy in the Champions League, his only focus this season is the Premier League, which means the game against Manchester United this Sunday is do or die for him. That shows you that of all the competitions they are actively engaged in, he is looking out to finish as best as possible in the Premier League. So Manchester United,
he doesn't want to test that Champions League and leave it again.
He doesn't want to, he's not even bothered about the Champions League. Champions League is like a trophy. You do well in the Premier League, you appear there. Simple and short. Manchester United, please go and put Chaplet inside water now for Ten Hag and your side.
And you forget that there are some games that you play against Man United, and they just out of nowhere, out of the blue, they just give you results.
How many of those games can you string along in a 38-game sequence to survive in the Premier League?
They did it in his first season.
This is why we live in a society that believes 90% in miracles and 10% in principles, when the reality is the flip side.
Don't take us to church, man.
You do the principles 90% of the time, and then you hope for a 10% miracle. But of course, we live in a society where you are coming to tell me now, you can say this on air, that you forget that there's one match that Manchester United will turn up, blah, 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 blah. Come on, what are you telling me?
Okay, that game Ten Hag is, I think the seat is very hot for him now. If
it's not hot,
it's hot. Okay, look at
Jim Ratcliffe was asked yesterday.
Yes, that's what I wanted to say. He was asked yesterday. He said that it's not his decision to make.
Simple and short.
The management has to look at this result and actually make the call. So that means
which means
you don't wash your hand, come on for
Ten Hag. And just this morning now, we are hearing talks have reenacted with Tuchel for Manchester United. So, see, Baba, as you are carrying this load, this, what will I call it now? This load you are carrying, you want to please Rashford, you want to please your players, you want to carry dead weights, Baba, somebody is doing press up somewhere in Germany, waiting for you to, Ibadaga, so come out if you don't want to do your job.
Okay, that game is going to happen 2 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, let's get your prediction for that game. Aston Villa versus Manchester United. Let me start with you, so you get hope, say they can surprise them.
I said this before, if you are held between a rock and a hard place, you knock one down.
Do you know what is surprising about this? If we talk about like maybe 10 years ago and we are talking about Aston Villa versus Manchester United, nobody will be here arguing anything. Talking about maybe is it 5-0 or 4-0 for Manchester United.
That's if you are held between a rock and a hard place, knock down one of them. Either you knock down the wall or you knock down the hard place.
Nobody is holding Ten Hag between a rock and a hard place, but his utterances, the speeches he's made, and the castle in the sky he has built for Manchester United fans. Baba, come down to reality. It's good to dream big and have that, but at the end of the day, what are those yardsticks you are working with in the mud with your players to ensure? Because everything we talk about here, we talk about can Man U finish in the top 4? Can Man U qualify for the Champions League? Can Man U win a trophy? These are outputs. If you show me your input, we'll know if you can get there. From now, looking at your input over the last 5 weeks or 6 weeks, Baba, you should be hoping you don't get relegated this season.
Let's get operation for that game. Man U, when I talk about Man U here, we are passionate. I don't know.
It's not we are passionate. Don't just get personal.
If it's love and hate, I think it's a love and hate relationship.
You see, love and hate relationship. I'm calm. I'm
it's your face.
See your face. All the vein wey dey inside John system dey show from him eye strings to him brain to even him throat. All the vein just dey para. See, okay. Calm down.
Let's get your pressure for that.
Calm down. Man, you go win this match. I believe. You understand? I believe.
We'll come back here on Monday talk about it. You say Man U, you talk about everybody here nonsense.
Man U go win that match.
Okay, let's see what happens.
If Aston Villa don't score Man U 3, I'll believe it.
You see, it's just everything at 3.
If they don't score, see.
Tomorrow na Sunday, John wan go sing everything na double. That's why I want to go church. But everything 3. Man City 3.
Okay,
Newcastle.
Okay.
Tomorrow go day. We'll see the match tomorrow and we'll come and talk about it on Monday.
Okay, we'll see the match tomorrow. That match will happen by 2 p.m. tomorrow. It's going to be hot because Aston Villa is in the form of their life. Winning that Champions League game against Bayern Munich is one of the greatest results in recent history for their club. Okay, let's move over to the next game. By 2 p.m. is Chelsea. Chelsea is playing that game by 2 p.m. against Nottingham Forest. Maresca is still cooking. He's cooking. Even also said that food where you cook go burn at some point, but he never burn. Now by Bele, he never burn. So he's still cooking, and they are playing a Forest side that actually won at Anfield. So they are a good side.
You can't hold it against him because he's wishing it's happening over there. Let it come and happen over here, but it's not gonna happen over here because
I don't know why it be like say if they call any London team, you go just carry me for mind. John, at some point in time, this same London team they struggle with 12th Avenue. Why me? I dey comfortable for top 6. You remember? You don't remember?
How many seasons you did top 6?
4 years in a row. I've been there. 4 years in a row. I've been there. You know me whether I did there for long.
Should we go into the annals?
Go and check now. This same team, I beat them home and away. I don't tell you before, he go touch everybody. I think there was a time I relegated and I came back strong.
Okay, let's stay with Chelsea, please.
Yeah, so I'm just saying,
alone.
Chelsea is a side that, because John won't drag me go there now, is a side that I have said this before and I'll say it again. I'll sing it like a song. I never see any manager come into Chelsea first season when no cook. Name me one manager when no cook. Even Graham Potter first season he didn't cook. Now you say no touch trophy. Graham Potter first season, first 10 matches.
Okay, first 10 matches. Okay.
Yeah, now first season now. First 10 matches, first 16 matches. They sack him before the end of the season.
So he no cook.
The food burn now. The food no sweet. So this guy now don't come. First 6 matches, everybody they sing and praise. He lose first one against Man City. Draw. He don't play well. No, I'm not saying no play well. He don't play well so far. You get. But now still first season. You get me now. I can't see myself as someone who will come on the media and hail Chelsea's first coach or Chelsea, any coach that came to Chelsea. I'll not hail you in your first 10 games. I know if you dumb, I know they mad. You get. I'll need to see you do it 1 year, 2 years, because even the great Jose Mourinho they sack him because what happened after he cook finish, the food done, the first one sweet. He won't come cook again, the food come burn. They come out now for the job. Frank Lampard came in, he didn't have a transfer budget. Because he was facing a ban. He cook to the extent where he cook reach. There's still happen. There's still sack him. You get. So tell me one manager wey don come Chelsea since after Ranieri wey no cook. Everybody dey cook for their first 10-15 matches. So I'm not going to use this one as yardstick to mention say this man is doing well. For Chelsea category, he's doing well.
Okay.
You get. But for Arsenal now, you won't tell me he's doing well until he touches a trophy.
Okay, let's talk about
this person, because all these other clubs in the Premier League, all these other top teams in the Premier League are patient. Chelsea is not patient.
Okay, probably they have to be patient with Maresca, but if you look at his press conferences, he said that they are going to give him. Even when he talked about this last press conference, he said that they are not. Even he's not focused on winning the Premier League. He wants to build. That everybody see what you say in a press conference helps because if you say you are building, nobody is going to attack you.
Nobody will attack you.
At the end of the season,
somebody should pass ball to.
I think one of our comments on our YouTube channel, I think Emmanuel Okitimi was saying that Ten Hag should go and learn how Arteta and Maresca conduct his press conference.
He didn't say Maresca, he said Unai Emery.
Okay, Unai Emery and Arteta. So I think what you say in the press conference helps you. It helps you. But if you look at that game, John, Palmer is the star player now. Palmer is the guy that is scoring all the goals, creating most of the chances for Chelsea. What I expect, do you think he is going to shine again when they play tomorrow by 2 p.m?
It's a no-brainer. For me, all I want to see from Palmer is just consistency. He
was consistent last season.
Yeah, he was consistent last season. I just want to see him week in, week out, even on your off day. Have a performance, people look at you and say that was a man of match performance, but only you know that you were off today. That's what I want to see him. Just grow strength on strength, week in, week out. Keep doing what you do. Simple.
Okay, let's get your operation for that game. Do you think that Maresca will cook again tomorrow, John?
For me, all I want from Maresca is consistency, and for him to be consistent, he needs to win his match.
Okay, no, so he go burn tomorrow. Now tomorrow that food go burn. No, I'm waiting for that when this food will burn.
When he go burn.
No, when? Tell us when. Now you talk after he go burn.
When he go burn.
Tell us when
it
you
was gonna be, it's gonna be.
Okay,
The food go burn. You go burn.
The final game for tomorrow is 4:30 and is Brighton versus Spurs. Two good coaches, and our guy Andy always says that he's going to be winning his
in
trophy
the second season. So let's
So
see.
I don't think it's going to be Premier League, but they are facing a Brighton side that are good. The Brighton are playing at home, even though they considered 4 against Chelsea last week.
They don't get coach.
But now they are going to be playing in Sports Star. Let's get your prediction and what you think that will happen in that game also.
See, without a coach, I've still said this, I'll say this again, without a coach, no matter how you call the assistant coach and all of that, that's aura around you is something that is lacking in the side. And for me, I think that is one thing this guy lacks so far, Eric. He's lacked it. You are losing the game, you are sitting down quietly like someone that just lost.
I saw that against Porto, and I was just.
You've lost your whole fortune. Just like say
like,
your container they come from high sea, everything just sinks. So you not sit like.
But then same thing with Ole too.
No.
Same thing with Ole
will laugh. Ole will come and
is fond
instruct
of
you.
sitting on that sideline and just be watching.
Look at it.
Like
Have you seen? I'll show you a clip where Ole was giving a warning out. He said that would be your last time on the sidelines.
Whether you shout to, do Ancelotti shout? He will stand there and be just looking like.
It gets some matches just that standing alone.
I
and
think
some
most time when a coach is reacting, sometimes it's for a bad call. Or something goes against his own team, or his
teammate, or his player is misbehaving.
And everything the Porto coach was doing was what I would have loved to have seen. Eric Ten Hag.
When you do some kind of mistake, you go call the person, give am correction, then I say no, this is important. I saw that with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I think that was with Lingard against Arsenal. Lingard ended up scoring the winning goal because he told him if you try it again, you'll be off. And it's not just for one match, it's for like weeks.
Whether you try, they sacked him, Abi.
Nah, the team.
So the results. Whether you shout
those matches.
Look at it on the flip side now for Arsenal. You see Arteta on the sideline. He's very animated. He's very in it with the boys. They know what he wants done.
And he's standing there. He's also telling them too.
Okay, let's get a prediction for that game. Brighton versus.
There's no coach for Brighton now, so I'll still say they might end up losing this one again because I said it last week that they might end up losing it because of the
Spurs are good. John.
And Spurs are a good side. Without Son, they went on to deal with Man United, scoring more goals in Old Trafford than Man United scoring in their home stadium. So I think for this game as well, they will end up scoring goals. Timo Werner is someone I fear a bit because of his pace. So I think they will go on to win this match again because until the coach comes back, they will have this team struggling.
Oh, okay. What is your prediction, John?
For me, I'm going to exit in favor of Tottenham.
Okay, that's all the game happening in the EPL this weekend. Let's hope that we'll get a whole lot of goals, and enjoy the EPL throughout the day and tomorrow. Okay, remember guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. We are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. You can go there, drop your comments. I will be reading your comments live here on the show. Okay, Malaika is saying Arsenal is in serious form. Okay, Arsenal are in serious form. They are going to be probably winning today's game. They are playing at home. Chizoba Bara is Aston Villa are a team to watch out this season. They are really in form. Chizoba is also saying Man U winning tomorrow is not a serious one for me. Okay, let's see what happens tomorrow when both of them plays tomorrow. Okay, you can join the conversation with us in the studio. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Can you hear me? Hello. Oh, okay. We lost that call. Okay, you can call 0706 048 5853. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Ike from Ska.
Okay, Ike, what is your contribution, Ike?
For you are West Ham fan. They finished. What's the West Ham position last season? I would say you finished top of Chelsea.
Okay, just one season of you getting back.
Have you this Premier start? Have you top Chelsea? After the final the league finished.
2021, 2022, 2023.
They get players to say. They carry trophy. I don't know the reason why they're supposed to ban them to to follow participating in the league. So because they are not any person not benefit from them.
Okay.
For my match, they have already lose the match. I don't person saying that they will lose they will win the match. I don't think the person getting it right. Just now straight to win now, straight to win. This is what I'm man. When you carry money, we go do Sunday. Carry and go and wait. I know you win.
All right, thank you very much. 0706 048 5853. Okay, let's get this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
It's Francis Fans. I can't see you from the local government, Benue State.
Okay, from Benue State. What is your contribution? What are your predictions for today's game and tomorrow?
This game, I give Arsenal.
Okay, Aston to win, okay?
Because we are in London together.
Okay.
Tomorrow, that Lapa will chase start last season. Man, you go start that Lapa this season. So tomorrow, he will collect what. But Chelsea will win the match tomorrow.
Okay.
It's Francis Fans.
All right. Thank you very much for that prediction. 0706 048 5853. Call us and tell us your predictions for today's and tomorrow's games. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, guys, in the studio.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Happy weekend to you guys.
Happy weekend. Happy weekend to you. Okay, what are your predictions for today and tomorrow's games?
Brighton and Tottenham don't turn to big team more than they put their match for 4:30. For my match tomorrow, see that coach. They have come there to stay. So they will win that match so that they will keep that coach or they will draw it.
Okay.
Then after they have won it, they will continue for when they stop.
Okay.
And for my match tomorrow, Chelsea and Nottingham Forest, I will turn my shoes up again.
Okay.
My prediction is 3-0 favor of Chelsea.
3-0
And for today's match, there will be a shocker between Man City and Fulham. That match will end in a 1-1 draw. And for Liverpool, Crystal Palace will win, and they will draw.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. The calls are coming in. Plenty calls are coming in. Let's get your prediction. Let's keep getting your prediction for today's game. Just when you call us, tell us your prediction for today and tomorrow's game. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, guys in the studio.
Good morning. Name and location, please. Okay, we lost that call. Okay, let's move on to the La Liga. La Liga is happening this weekend too. So I'm going to give you the fixtures and I'll probably talk about one or two games and move over to the next league. Okay, before that, let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please.
This is Antinadish from Transeco.
Okay, what is your contribution or your predictions for today's and tomorrow's game?
Well, our game today, Arsenal must take the 3 points.
Must.
That's one. And I want to support also for what you say. Every club have their own challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And time of Arsenal pass through it. Liverpool pass through it. Even Man City, where your colleague is inside the studio supporting today, who know them about 10 years ago.
Then they full ground.
But today, now you can support them. But I want to tell you something. You don't know the problem of the coach of Man U, is fear the player. Let me give you a sample now. Look the time of this guy in Arsenal, Uzi. By the time Uzi don't want to bow down for the Mikel Arteta. You see, he benched the guy. He's not using it. Say, let Arsenal continue pay your salary. He will not play for me. And by the time when the guy see that this guy ready to rubbish you, nobody tell him to go. Let the player we need to push them out. The one we want to use them. If we do that, Mayu will set back. That's the play with the problem of Mayu is. The coach is playing those players. He see the players them bigger more than him, and he can't work in that way. So that's it.
Okay.
Don't ask for that.
Thank you very much. Okay, if you go to the La Liga, we'll talk about, give you features of the big games that is happening in La Liga. A game happened yesterday, and that game, Leganes and Valencia played at a 0-0 draw yesterday. So there's no much to talk about it. But today is Real Madrid versus Villarreal. That game is happening by 8 p.m. Okay, John, let's get your prediction and what you think. Mbappe should be starting and their teams, everybody should be back. Now, no excuses. Now, after losing that game in the Champions League midweek, they are playing Villarreal 8 p.m. today.
For me, I think it's not going to be a walkover for Real Madrid. Until Madrid start winning their games confidently, it's not going to be a walkover for them. So it's going to be a tough one, but they should be edging it out. But I wouldn't be surprised if Villarreal wants them over.
Okay, for tomorrow, Alaves is playing Barcelona. No, so if you look at them, they lost one game against Aston because they underestimated their opponent and benched some of their key players. But now I don't think he's going to be doing that again throughout the season.
He will still do it again. Maybe Asifliko will know. Now Asifliko will know. He go do them again. He go experiment with tactics. He always does that against some teams, and I think this might be because these are the games you need to know the players you will be shipping out in January. These smaller games. So it is from these games you have to just play those players. If they don't get you what they want, if they don't give you what you want, because everybody is always going to give. There's something you say, you give players time. You get, these are matches you test players, and if they're not going to give you results, then they'll be out by January.
But you don't test them with a starting berth in the side, even if you are playing a small team.
You test them with starting berths. It's just 5 or 6 of them. Because you have 5 sub to bring into the side, and you make sure they lose. They don't lose. The thing is, when you test them, make sure they don't play to lose, because it's just 5 players you're testing. The rest of the other teams are first team, so make sure the rest of the other team are top players that would also guide them to get results.
Okay, the other game that is happening tomorrow in the La Liga is Real Sociedad versus Atletico Madrid. They lost that game in the midweek for 4-0. At the Champions League, and he took responsibility. Simeone took responsibility that it's his fault. Normally, that's how a leader should behave. You have to take responsibility of bad results, but they are playing a good side tomorrow. Do you think that they can get 3 points again tomorrow?
You're traveling from 2 away games. I think they traveled to Portugal for the Benfica game. Now they're traveling to the other side of Spain to play against Real Sociedad. I think it's going to be tough because these players have also harvested players from the Premier League that are fast, spacey, and are smart.
Okay, let's get your predictions for these 3 games. Real Madrid versus Villarreal. John, let me start with you.
Could be a draw.
A draw. Okay.
A miraculous
it's
win.
A Real Madrid win. Real Madrid, no doubt about it.
Okay, Alaves and Barcelona. Your predictions for that.
That could be a draw.
A draw.
Barcelona
to win, and Real Sociedad and Atletico Madrid. Your predictions for that game.
Atletico to win.
Atletico are finding a tough time winning games. I'm just going to stay out of this one.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, guys.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Hello,
name and location, please. Please, can you move away from your radio set?
Good morning, guys.
Yes, move away from your radio set, please. Hello. Okay, we lost that call. Okay, in the Serie A, yesterday, Napoli winning Como by 3-1. Conte is now cooking. This thing is cooking in this Serie A. Is going to. You know, go born, no?
No, this one feel no born. This one feel no born.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
This is Chris Santos. I'm calling from Enugu.
Okay, Chris Santos. What are your predictions for today and tomorrow's game?
First of all, let me talk about my Liverpool team. We are playing Aston Villa. We are playing Crystal Palace.
Yes, Crystal Palace. Yes.
Yeah, they always a hard nut to crack when we play, especially when we're playing at home. They beat us last season. At least we are going to I think 1-0. Tomorrow game, Mayu may surprise everybody. But the issue with Manchester United is not a coach of anything. It's more political and kind of a payback time. You know, if the nemesis coming to them, they're going to serve it for years. All of that saying Chelsea have that kind of Liverpool, their own. You know what then? Man, you have to be the biggest club in England. Any good player is dreaming to go to Man U. Any good player, once you are playing in a very other team, you are surely going to Man U. But this time around, it's divided. Everybody buys players. There's money. If you come to if you want to buy my star player, I tell you it's 120 million. If you have it, you don't want to buy it, go. So that's why it's very difficult for them now to override every other team. So it's not something that can solve now. They need a prayer. Thank you. Have a nice time.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very. Okay, in that Serie A, now Napoli is winning. They won that game, and Conte is cooking, and they won Como. Como is a come because of Fabregas. Everybody in the probably like Como, but Conte might be winning this league.
No doubt, he's always won the league.
Especially in his first season.
Yes, he's always done that, and he's a good coach. He knows how to ginger his players. He knows how to give instructions, and he's strict with his instructions. When you force the instructions, you're on the bench for life.
And number 2 now, he moved from his 3-man defense. He's been for the past 2 or 3 games. He's been playing for at the back. Let's see, probably he's trying to change formation.
My talking stage in that game was the person who scored the opening goal. So he saw Man United miss a lot.
Yeah, he scored in the first minute. That first minute of the game, he scored that first goal. Okay, the big games happening in the Serie A today is Inter versus Torino. Let's get your prediction for that game because they are the defending champion, John.
It's a tough one, but Inter should be winning.
Okay, today Atlanta versus Genoa. Our guy
Lookman hat-trick. I think we have Nigerians playing for Genoa as well, but they don't want to claim they are Nigerians. They are still, with the ideology that I'm Italian, I'm Spanish. Until the reality hits them, they understand. Okay, for Atlanta to win that game, right?
Yeah,
okay. Atlanta is going to win.
John, Juventus versus Cagliari. Let's get your prediction for that game. Juve have not lost a game in the Serie A this season. And the big one for tomorrow is Fiorentina versus Milan. Let's get your prediction for that game.
It's a tough one. I'm going to call it a draw.
A draw?
AC Milan will win match for me.
Okay, AC Milan to win that game. Okay, let's move over to the Bundesliga. The Bundesliga, a game happened yesterday is Augsburg versus Mönchengladbach. Yesterday, Augsburg winning that game 2-1. But today, Union Berlin is playing Dortmund. Let's get your prediction for that game for Union Berlin. Dortmund to win. Bayer Leverkusen and Holstein Kiel. Let's get a prediction for that game. For Boniface to score that. He has to score. And whenever he scores, he's going to go on social media and tweet one of these funny.
He's not the meme lord, so let's see how it goes.
Okay, let's move on to tomorrow's game. Is Frankfurt and Bayern. Let's get a prediction for that game. Bayern to win.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
Okay, let's move on to the Nigerian League. The Nigerian League and Rangers is going to be playing tomorrow. On the only game today is Lobby Stars versus Shooting Stars. But tomorrow, Rangers International is going to be playing at Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, and they are going to be taking Abia Warriors. Okay, if you look at that game for Rangers International, they won their last game at home, 1-0. Are we expecting a win again tomorrow?
Abia Warriors have not been on top form, let's be honest. But Rangers as well have not been scoring the goals they need to be scoring. They are playing like the Man United we know now. Create 1,000 chances, score just one, and relax, close up shop. It's not supposed to be like that. You create 1,000 chances, you score as many as possible to secure your win. Because I think if Man United had scored more goals in the first half against Porto, they wouldn't have been talking about a draw.
They scored 2.
Not 2. They created more than 2 chances.
2. And even if they created more than 2
Rangers
chances,
now,
they scored 2 in the first half, which is, I can't count how many games this season they've scored as much in one half, much less in the first half, and then they still went on to go draw that match. Why did Maguire spoil this thing? It should have been a loss, but it's fine.
But I'm just saying, for this Rangers side, they shouldn't play like that. They play like that. I think they played like that in the Champions League qualifiers. They played like that in some other leagues. They played like that in the first game where they played. I think it was a 1-1 draw against El Kanami Warriors.
Yes.
Played like that against Remo Stars. Came back for a draw and ended up losing that game. So you don't end up playing for like 30 minutes and losing your head for the rest of the game. So I think they should go on to this one, play their game for 90 minutes plus. Okay, let's get a prediction for that game. Rangers to playing tomorrow at Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium. Don't look at me. Give your prediction, John.
1-0 win.
1-0 win. It's always 1-0 win. It's just 1-0 win. If Rangers want to win that match, they should score. Now, I should borrow John from your library now. They should be scoring more than 3 goals. Anything less than 3 goals, I would be. Oh, okay, Rangers, when we go tomorrow, let's go out and support Rangers tomorrow. Rangers is playing Abia Warriors tomorrow by 4 p.m. Let's go and cheer Rangers to victory because we need to wrestle this league. Okay, not wrestle actually, to defend our league back. Again, we have been playing well. We have now crashed out from the CAF Champions League. Now we have only the Premier League. Not the Premier League, Nigerian Premier League. The Premier League, Nigerian Premier League
to contend with. Okay, this is how we are going to end in today's show. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for all the calls. Thank you for all the prediction. Let's sit down today and enjoy today's football because it's the weekend of football. Let's sit down and enjoy. Thank you for all that joined us on our YouTube channel. I can see newcomers here. Welcome to our show. This show, we are from Nigeria actually. People that join us from YouTube, we are from Nigeria, and this show happens every day from Monday to Saturday. We'll give you a whole lot of gist about football. Okay, my name is Godwin. Have a lovely weekend of football. Let's sit down and enjoy football. Have a lovely day. See you guys on Monday where we analyze all the games that have happened throughout the weekend. Have a lovely day.
Hello, Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage.
Take a break and enjoy the show.
Alex Iwobi gets the ball down to the left-hand side. The delivery comes in. Oh, it's a goal! It's a goal!
Entertainment. News and politics.
Enugu State governor has assented to the electricity bill.
Gospel.
And let them have dominion. The kingdom of God is within people.
I am a soldier and a
Awesome programs exclusively on
Volt 104.3 FM.